UnWind With Us. Welcome to the show. I'm Marcus.
And I'm Nikki.
Well, Nikki, another week is in the bag, and this is the last week of 2025.
That it is.
What say ye?
Another one down.
Another one down. All right, well, we're going to get on with the normal scheduled progression, and then at the end, we'll do a unwind, year-end, rewind. How's that sound?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Well, let's start off with week 17, which was Thursday, December 25th is when the game started. The Cowboys and the Washington Commanders, they took to the field, and the Cowboys won in the score of 30-23.
All right.
Yep. Dak Prescott throws for 307 yards and 2 TDs to lead the Cowboys. All right. Next on that Thursday, we had another game, which was the Lions and the Vikings. The Vikings prevailed. Vikings eliminated Lions with defense dominating 23-10 victory, racking up 6 turnovers and 5 sacks. Wow, they just gave them one heck of a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were tied. Well, yeah, they were tied. Well, I guess one was 7-8 and one was 8-7. So I guess with the Vikings win, and they eliminate the Lions from the playoffs, and they both wind up with the same record of 8-8. All right. Next was the late night, I guess Thursday night game.
Okay.
It was the Broncos and the Chiefs. The Broncos won the game 20-13.
Yeah.
And when I was watching the game, the game was close. As a matter of fact, at halftime it was 6-7 in the Chiefs' favor.
6-7.
Oh, good Lord! Why? As soon as it left my lips, good Lord, and you were right on time with it. But anyway, the Broncos scored 14 points in the second half, and the Chiefs only scored a pair of field goals, and that was the difference in the game.
All right.
All right. Next was Saturday's game. We had 2 games on that. That would have been the Texans defeated the swarming Chargers after offense fast start and playoff clinching victory. Okay. So the Texans ended up at 11-5, and the Chargers were also 11-5, but winning that the it's basically, we'll get into the playoff picture pretty much next week. Everything will be set. The next game was the Ravens and the Green Bay Packers, and apparently I think Lamar got hurt, so they may have had another quarterback in there. I'm not 100% sure, but Derrick Henry virtual OSO performance helped the Ravens stay alive with a 41-24 win over the Packers. And I saw parts of that game as well, and Derrick was running over folks. He didn't play the radio. So, yeah, I mean, at one point, he hit the player, and it's just like the player bounced back, and Derrick kept running. It was that hard. I mean, you heard the pads and everything hitting. It was crazy. All right, then we roll into Sunday, December 28th. The Cardinals and the Bengals. Jamar Chase had 2 TD catches as Bengals breezed past Cardinals 37-14. So that was a good game too. The Cardinals only managed to, like you say, do 14 points, but Joe Burrow and the Bengals were on fire. Unfortunately, I think they're out of the playoffs as well because they only had a record of 6-10. Next on the docket, this was the shocker. The Steelers
Oh yeah.
Matter of fact, they don't even have no comments up here. There's a shock.
Yeah.
The Steelers lost to the Browns. Shadur Sanders did have a very good game, which we'll discuss that in a sports adjacent story. But Shadur did have a very good game in the Browns win over the Steelers.
Of course they did.
And the next game is the Saints and the Titans. Now, the Saints, they rallied to get a big second half. Well, technically, because the Titans was leading 20-10 at halftime. And the Saints turned it on, got 10 points in the third and 14 points in the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
And the Titans only was able to score a pair of field goals. So yeah, the Saints turned it on. I don't think they got a rookie quarterback in there at this point. I think that's who's in there, and hey, he came to play. The next game, now this one was closer than it was a nail biter because Jags were at one point they had 0. I mean, the Colts led 10-0 until the Jags scored a touchdown in the second quarter. And then from there on, it was all Jaguars.
Oh yeah.
Final score.
They played.
Say Trevor Lawrence runs for 2 scores as Jaguar closes in on AFC South title with 23-17 win over the Colts. And let's see here. Next, my Buccaneers. I don't know what's going on with them. I know they got a bunch of injuries. They got some offensive weapons back, but apparently their offensive line is injured or hurt. And that's been the big key or difference in the game. They're not protecting Mayfield, and apparently he's playing hurt as well. But the Miami Dolphins beat the Buccaneers 20-17.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, all right, and the next game, this team is on fire. The Patriots.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Of course, the team they played. Oh my God, they played the Jets. So you know how this went.
Okay. Well.
Patriots get career high 5 TD passes from Mays and 42-10 rout off of Jets win AFC East a few hours later. And basically, when other teams lost, then they automatically won the AFC. And I believe at this point, I think they have the number 1 seed. Like I said, we'll get into that later in the playoff dynamics.
Right.
Next, we got the Seahawks, which they needed to win, which also clears up the playoff picture on their end. Seahawks beat Panthers 27-10 for the 6th straight win. Still needs to beat the 49ers for the number 1 seed. And apparently that game is going to be Saturday night. And people are not happy about that, but that game's going to be Sunday night. And then the Buccaneers and the Panthers play for the NFC South Saturday afternoon. But if the Bucs win, they still need help to get in. But other than that, yeah, it's going to be a crazy outcome. And then all the dominoes will fall on Sunday. All right, next game, the New York Giants decimated the Raiders 34-10.
Not surprised. Well, actually, I am.
Yeah, nothing more I can say about that.
Two bad teams.
Yeah, exactly. And the Giant, I believe their rookie quarterback is who played to lift them up. Next game was the Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. And they also were playing for the number 1 spot in their conference. The Eagles hung on to win 13-12.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Apparently Josh Allen missed it. sword.
Okay.
All right, next game or final game for Sunday night was the Bears and the 49ers.
The Bears.
I watched this game. They went back and forth. And, of course, like I said, it was the Bears and the 49ers. They were playing for the number one seed as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, the way it won, since the 49ers won, they got the number one seed, okay? But this weekend determines who actually gets the bye. Because if the 49ers lose and the Bears win, then we still back in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens this weekend. And then there's some other factors that will determine who will be the number one seed. But still in the hunt is those pesky Rams, the Los Angeles Rams, because they are also 11-5. And they play, I forget who they play, but in the final game, Monday night games, the Falcons beat the Rams 27-24. So don't know what happened. The Rams got a slow start. They didn't start scoring until the second half. The Falcons were up 21-zip at halftime.
Ooh.
But the Falcons only able to
wow.
muster 6 points, which was enough to win the game at the in the second half. Well, that concludes the sports rewind.
All right.
Now we're going to move into our sports adjacent stories, and let's see. We'll go in with first. Is Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders tongue-tied, too many S's. Shedeur Sanders drew plenty of attention and support after sharing a social media post following the Cleveland Browns' upset win over the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
Sanders threw for 186 yards with a touchdown and 2 interceptions in the victory, then celebrated by posting a photo carousel from the game. He didn't include a caption, but the post quickly gained traction, racking up more than 200,000 likes and thousands of comments from the fans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he went viral.
Nice.
And so this is from one fan that their post. I've never watched football a day in my life. Don't even understand the game. Another comment. I just hold my wrist up when I see the crowd holding their wrist up. Now I'm in front of the TV after church every Sunday just because of you.
Okay.
So they're bringing them in.
Nice.
Becoming a Browns fan for you, fam. Another fan added, you're doing your thing. And that's the consensus too. Even when I speak to people out while I'm running my route, they are standing behind Shedeur, and they're just they're hyped for what he can do, and they're hoping that he gets a chance to continue to shine and show what he's about. They feel that he needs a little bit more time to still hone in his craft, being in the NFL, but they think he's really ignited the fans in Ohio, Cleveland. But all right, on to the next. This one caption was, what does the I know you're not going to like this caption.
Okay.
What does the win over the Steelers mean to the Browns?
Okay. Now we're dragging it.
The Cleveland Browns pulled off a 13-6 upset against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 17, while some fans online are upset that the Browns sabotaged an opportunity at the number 1 overall selection in the NFL draft. Defeated the Steelers is always a huge deal in Cleveland. Rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders was 17 of 23 passing for 206 yards and 1 touchdown compared to 2 interceptions in the victory. Actually, that's pretty good. He only missed 6 targets.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And then, while Cleveland's offense left a bit to be desired in the second half, Sanders played a tremendous first quarter that gave the Browns an early lead, and they never looked back.
Now, you know I'm usually rooting for Shador, but that's my Steelers, though.
Yeah, well, I hate to say this, but just like the freaking Buccaneers, the Steelers are in the same freaking boat.
I know.
And I'm going to say this. You don't know what quarterback's going to show up on Sunday, Aaron Rodgers. So that's just, the last couple of weeks we praised him, and then he lays a goose egg, when it counts.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
shout
it.
out to Shador.
Yeah, well, shout out to Boswell because he's the only one that's consistent on the team.
Always the last killer bee standing. That man has won games all by himself. Gotta give it to him.
Yeah, well, they need to get him more scoring opportunities because Aaron ain't doing it. He had 48 minutes and he didn't get it done. And this kid, like I said, I'm so happy for Shador, but the somebody that's the third quarterback in the league can't win a game. Anyway, I'm gonna move on.
Yeah.
All right. We don't really cover college.
No, we don't.
But this came to my news feed about the Duke player that got hurt. So I'm gonna read this here. In the Sun Bowl, I think that's what they call it, the Sun Bowl. Okay. Duke defensive end Kobe Smith was injured in a horrifying fashion during Wednesday's Sun Bowl, leaving his teammates stunned as he was carted off the field in an air cast. They say that his leg was dislocated, and that they really just I'm glad they stopped the game and made sure the young man was okay and gave him the assistance and everything that he needed and the time for them to get everything squared away with especially with the medical staff and the athletic trainers.
Yeah.
I don't know what the outcome of the game was. Like I say, we don't really follow college. We do root for some teams. But I don't think it's time to name them right now. So, but
No Nation. Oh, my bad.
You can't help yourself, can you?
What?
I was gonna say our team, but and then the other Florida teams that we follow,
teams,
but you just couldn't help yourself.
That's right.
All right. I don't even know if they made a bowl game. I
don't know.
The playoff. I know the playoffs is getting ready to start for the college playoffs, so we may cover some of that shenanigans. But all right, we're gonna move on. Anyway, our condolences go out to I guess our wishes and prayers go out to the young man that is a speedy recovery and
exactly.
Because we know things can get really twisted up in when you play in these sports.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here next. Here we go. All right. Deion Sanders goes public with his girlfriend, Karuchi Tran. So I guess they're public now. I guess they were seen at the Cleveland and Pittsburgh game.
Of course they were.
And shared their photo on Instagram. So I guess they would be considered Instagram
official. I guess, but it's not really news because she's been with him through his surgeries and health scares and everything. So quite frankly, they beneficial to me.
You're absolutely right. As far as I'm concerned, you're right. You're absolutely right. Couldn't have said it better myself. All right, moving on to the next. Trayvon Diggs released after Cowboys denied plea to be with his family on Christmas. It's crazy. I know they played the game on Christmas, and just to I mean, did the Cowboys win or lose? I don't even remember. I just read it. Huh?
I said, who knows?
Yeah, whether they won or lost. Really, the one player wouldn't have made a difference. But I understand, wanting to be home with your family and whatnot. And it might be a specific reason, but we don't know. It says Trayvon Diggs released after Cowboys denied plea to be with his family on Christmas. Appear first on Clutch Point. Add Clutch Point as a preferred. Anyway, the Dallas Cowboys shockingly released cornerback Trayvon Diggs on Tuesday with just one game remaining in the 2025 regular season. The news came as a shock, but tensions have seemingly been boiling between the two sides for last few weeks.
Okay.
So apparently this is some behind the scenes stuff.
It must be, because this is, on the surface, this is really messed up.
Yeah, so after the Cowboys beat the Washington Commanders in the national capital on Christmas Day, Diggs reported to ask the team to stay in the area for the weekend to be with his family. So, I understand now. So they were already in Washington, D.C. He has family in Washington, D.C.
I got it.
And he wanted to stay
a little longer to be with his family.
To be with his family, right. And I guess the Cowboys
denied it.
The head coach denied it. And
it's one thing to deny it, but then to turn around and say, okay, we're not just deny, this request, but we're just going to go ahead and let you go. Like, yeah, that's super messed up.
Yeah, that's really super messed up. So he had a nice lucrative contract with the Cowboys too. So I don't know how that translates to, because sometimes they even if they let him go, they got to still pay him and stuff. But
yeah,
that's crazy.
I mean, they could have just said no and kept it moving, but
to
let him go.
Yeah,
that's a bit much.
But
like you say, there's stuff going on behind the scenes we don't know about, but still.
Yeah, but then that's wrong. I mean, I can say most of the time the team is, you got to go back with the team, but yeah, he should just had another. He should, as soon as they landed in Dallas, and just hopped on the plane back to Washington D.C. I mean, yeah, but that was stupid because they were already there. Let's see here. Okay. All right, next story, but. Yeah, there was an upside to him being released from the Cowboys, because moments later, two-time Pro Bowler Trayvon Diggs quickly lands with new team. So Diggs has been claimed off waivers by the Green Bay Packers, according to ESPN Adam Schefter and other reports. The move comes a day after Diggs was waived by the Dallas Cowboys. Diggs had missed a month this season as he recovered from a concussion suffered in a home incident. Although his health improved, the Cowboys never activated him and put him back on their roster. Diggs' relationship with the Cowboys was said to have a sour, and this season leading the NFC East team to cut him. So this makes it even worse because he wasn't even active on their roster. So they could have let him, if they were going to let him go, they should just let him say, okay, yeah, go spend time with your family.
Right.
Yeah, so that's totally jacked up. All right. But that's good because he's with another team now, and the Cowboys had signed him for 5 years, $97 million contract extension on 2023.
I'm not surprised though, because I can't think of his name. Is it the coach or the owner? But yeah, he's a nasty.
Yeah, well, you notice in the story, they didn't even say his name for once. Jones.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of his. I can't remember his first name is either. I know it's Jerry Jones. There you go. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't say his name because they put the coach's name that
of course,
like
the coach is always the scapegoat, but that dude is, yeah, he's a piece of work, and that's putting it nicely.
But but so that's good for. Hopefully, he's
a better fit with the Packers.
Right, better fit with the Packers. Apparently, he should be because apparently his teammate that used to be with Dallas as well is now with Green Bay, so they're putting them back together. Nice. And apparently, he has some rapport with the quarterback as well. So this should be very interesting to see if they were able to do anything. Because the Green Bay apparently did make the playoffs as far as I know.
Okay.
So we'll see if they're able to.
See.
He's able to play this weekend.
Okay.
All right. Now let's get into. Make sure I get you the right story here. All right. Here we go. Cardi B, Stephon Diggs coordinated in vintage Chanel for the Patriots versus Jet game. Okay. So apparently everybody was like, look at the cute couple all dressed alike and everything.
Yeah, they look good. She looked really good. But, sadly, that's
you don't have a... It was just marinating them looking good at MetLife Stadium.
Oh, they look good.
In head to toe in a Barbie pink Chanel Elwood of Legally Blonde. In a fuchsia tweeted jacket paired with a matching tights and stiletto pumps. You want to just...
So like I said, she looked really, really good.
Cardi looking good.
It was a nice performance.
That post-baby
for the
weight
public.
Gone and everything.
Nice photo op.
You got her pearls on too.
Cut to Christmas.
Okay, you jumping the gun here, but I'll go ahead and play with you. Yeah, you jumping.
I'm not jumping the gun. I'm just saying,
Okay, well,
that was a nice photo op.
Okay. Well, also in that game, Stephon landed a $500,000 bonus. Diggs took to the field for the Patriots clash against the New York Jets.
You said 500,000?
500,000.
Oh, how nice.
This weekend.
He's going to need it.
The wide receiver caught 3-yard passes for the quarterback Drake Mayu before diving over the goal line to extend their lead on the day. In doing so, Diggs recorded his 80th reception of the season, meaning that he triggered an incentive bonus in his Patriot contract.
Ain't that nice?
Oh my God.
Well, at least he can play ball.
He's good on the field, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those that are not aware, apparently Stephon got into an altercation a couple of months ago with his, I guess, live-in chef.
Actually, it was at the beginning of December. They're saying.
Oh, it was the beginning of
2nd.
December?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. I got a couple more hours before I can say a month.
Sure.
A live-in chef, I think that was, or cook, or whatever the case she was.
Yeah.
And apparently she was like, run me my money.
Run me my money.
Allegedly, everything we saying is alleged.
Right.
She told him to run her money, and allegedly he slapped her, and they got into a kind of a little fighting, and he allegedly strangled her. and she immediately left the premises and went to and moved out and stayed with a friend. So the situation has been, the team he has attorneys and everything. He's fighting it, and the NFL did release a statement, and I'll read that. The NFL is aware of the situation involving Stephon Diggs and has been in contact with the New England Patriots. The league has no further comments at this time. The investigation into Stephon Diggs' allegation is ongoing, and the NFL is cooperating with the New England Patriots and the authorities involved. Okay, that's the statement from the NFL. Mm-hmm. Now, let me tell you what's going to go down since all this has happened in the past. Mm-hmm. Number one, even if he's found innocent, the NFL is going to find him, and he may get suspended for some games next year. Or he may even get suspended for the season. So we have to stay tuned to see how this situation plays out, because normally the NFL is not going to make a decision on his future in the NFL until after, if a trial or a conviction, or even if he gets off scot-free.
Right.
The NFL is going to hand down some type of that policy for the NFL.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it's just messy. Everything with him is messy.
All right, well,
but he can play ball.
Well, I guess let's move on to the other messy part. Well, Nikki, Cardi just had that new baby.
She did. Baby boy.
Baby's first Christmas. Stephon was nowhere to be found. You know where Stephon was at?
With a couple of his other children, because there's a few.
Yes, he spent Christmas with his other baby mama and their two children. So, yeah, and of course, let me go ahead and read the statement, and then we'll tell you to follow up on that. When Cardi B and Stephon Diggs did not spend Christmas together this year, intranets spiraled, speculations, and printed straight to the conclusion. But Cardi B longtime best friend Ken Barbie stepped in with the kind of clarity only a real friend can deliver, and suddenly the whole situation made a lot more sense. Ken Barbie, born Ken Davis, is known for being fiercely loyal and brutally honest. And this week, he brought both qualities to social media after fans questioned why Diggs was not with Cardi and their newborn son on Christmas. Ken made it.
Got a couple other newborns. Oh, my bad. Carry on.
Ken made it clear there was no drama, no betrayal, and no secrets, heartbreak happening behind the scenes. Just real life in a blended family.
That's what we're going to call it. When you have a few babies that's all a few months apart, yeah, blended.
Yes. So, Cardi did respond also, and basically she says that, hey, crap happened. She got a baby with Stephon, but she's aware that he had other children and other children on the way, even when they hooked up. So she's like,
what do you expect her to say? Like, what?
Well, she knew what sure. I guess you can say the fans, I get it. They love Cardi B, and they want her to be
again,
fairy tale.
Well, it's not just that, but think about it. She shares her life with us. So, after seeing that video of she has a Christmas tree set up for each of her four children. So you got Labubu tree for culture. I think Wave had a Sonic tree. Blossom had a Minnie Mouse tree, and then she had Baby Boy a Patriots tree, all decked out.
Yes.
And Stefan wasn't even there to share it or see it. So, when she shares this stuff, and then the fans are like, "Oh, that's messed up." He with other baby mama.
Yeah, I understand, but
Yeah.
like I say,
But yeah, of course she's gonna
the
save
fans-
face if she's still choosing to stay with him. What do we expect her to say?
right. And in that situation, like you said, with a blended family situation,
yeah,
that's
what we're
gonna
gonna
happen.
call it.
they're gonna that's gonna happen many, many, many times until they all decide, hey, we need to all meet in a centralized location and have all the kids there together.
He could at least did like Nick and just make the rounds to everybody.
Well, I was gonna bring that up. So, as another thing that I didn't have the story, but we did see the pictures and everything. So what Nick Cannon did is he spent time before Christmas Day. He spent time with each of his,
Yeah,
I guess, 10 children, families, dynamics, however that is. And he took,
yeah, he
They
spent time with all of the harem except. Well, if he did see Mariah and Monroe and Moroccan, that wasn't in the headlines because
Right.
Mariah's not having that.
right.
But there were professional photo shoots with all of the other ones.
Well, now, Mariah did have a photo shoot with her and the twins.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
so she did release that. So, like I say, I don't.
but Nick wasn't a part of that.
Yeah, that's kind of telling. I don't know what. Well, like I say, that's their family dynamic. But he did have photo ops with the other
10 children.
10 children, and everything looked real nice. They did a real good thing. I mean, as far as the picture's concerned, it was real good.
But he was still getting clowned. People are like, it's giving he's clocking in as a dad.
Well, and he should. I applaud him on that.
I'm not mad at it. I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
It's a new thing, and maybe I don't know. Maybe he'll inspire some of these dads that got like 30. I mean, some of these basketball players same way. I mean, they probably got kids in every city. I mean, there's some basketball players that have 16 kids, 19 kids, but hopefully, like you say, this will inspire them to follow Nick Cannon's lead.
Sure. Because we all want to be just like Nick.
I wouldn't want to be. Yeah, I'd be rich like him. That's about it.
Yeah.
Although you wonder sometimes.
I don't know. After he came out on Breakfast Club and called those kids a trauma response to his divorce, come on.
Well, hey, they might be better for it.
So yeah, nobody's striving to be. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what else we got here? Wow, that took a turn.
Yeah, we were still in sport.
I know.
Were we still in sports?
Yeah, we're still in sports. So
My bad. That went left.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
We're still in sports, but I wanted to bring some positivity, some good news on that.
Sure. That's what we're going to call it. But on to the next.
All right. What we got here next here? Okay. AEW, which is All Elite Wrestling, which is based here in Jacksonville.
Okay.
Darby Allin sets his brother on fire in a marriage proposal gone wrong.
Like he literally set him on fire?
He literally...
Like Great Balls of Fire?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Okay, I'll paraphrase. Context, we are podding on Wednesday prior to New Year, so we're not gonna be on this podcast at New Year's, I promise you. So I'm gonna make this story short.
Okay.
So Darby Allin, and I guess he's holding the video camera. He gets down on one knee and he proposes to his fiance.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if she still is the fiance, but anyway, he gets down on one knee. Darby sets him on fire, and he basically proposes to the fiance. Now, it was all set up, of course. They put the fire extinguisher in the fiance's hand, and I guess
what could possibly go wrong?
What could go wrong? So they set it up to where while he was on fire and proposing to her, she was supposed to take the fire extinguisher and put him out.
But fight or flight said,
well, when she saw him on fire, she dropped that fire extinguisher and she turned and ran away.
Flight.
So, again,
meanwhile, I mean, did he stop, drop, and roll, or?
I don't know.
This is not supposed to be funny. My bad.
So, the footage was shared with the former TNT champion. Alan can be seen lighting his brother ablaze. The plan for the brothers. You know what?
It is supposed to be funny because if you willingly do that on purpose, yeah, I'm laughing at you.
So it says instead of accepting the proposal or using the fire extinguisher she was holding to douse the flame, she panicked and fled the scene.
She didn't say yes. She didn't put him out. She didn't spit on him.
She just turned and ran. Yeah.
Again, I hope he stopped, dropped, and rolled. That's what they told us.
I'm gonna look and see here, watching. Say he's on fire and watching his partner run away, sprint away. She all that.
I'm just saying.
And the caption says, "Did he stop, drop, and roll?"
It actually said that.
Yes, it does.
I was joking.
I'm reading through to see if.
Oh my gosh.
I'm reading through to see if what happened. Did they? Yeah, he was supposed to be in a Human Torch proposal.
Flame on.
Oh my god. I'm trying to see. It still doesn't say what happened afterwards. Okay, well, we're gonna move on. But
all right.
Yeah, flame on. All right, that I believe that concludes. Well, no, actually I got one more.
All right.
Yeah, I got one more here. Let me see what's going on here. Yes, Maxine Dupree finally marries longtime WWE partner. Okay, for those that may not know, Maxine Dupree, she was in All Elite Wrestling, and now she's in the WWE, and she is the Intercontinental Women's Champion.
Okay.
And so she married her longtime boyfriend, Anthony Luke, on December 31st, which is today, in Naples, Florida. And both people from AEW and WWE attended the ceremony. So,
well, congratulations to them.
Yep. All right. So, next, okay, I believe that concludes our sports adjacent stories. And now we will be going into tech and gaming news. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I stand corrected. We got some more stories.
Okay.
Sports adjacent.
All right.
Yeah. We still. I apologize. Everything a little fuzzy here. I'll get it together. But apparently, LeBron James had a birthday.
Oh well, happy birthday to him.
Well, not so fast. So on Tuesday, the Lakers star celebrated his 41st birthday in front of a home crowd.
He's just 41?
Yes, in Los Angeles, taking on the Eastern Conference leading Detroit Pistons. James played in his 23rd season, continued to be an effective offensive player, averaging over 20 points, over 6 assists, and just a shade under 5 rebounds per game. With that being said, The fans did not share his enthusiasm as he was turning 41. They had a mediocre, awkward moment reaction to them announcing his birthday in the first quarter. And they showed it on the video board. So, yeah.
I don't get that.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of people, LeBron's like number one. I don't know why what happened.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, you thought that they've been having a party, maybe halftime, had some balloon drop or something like that. Nope. People are like, oh yeah, that's another, old man playing basketball.
Oh wow. All right.
All right.
Well, anyway, happy birthday to him.
Yes. Next story we have is sports adjacent. Joshua Jones car accident.
Not Joshua Jones.
Huh? His name is Joshua Jones.
You're talking about the boxer?
Yes, the boxer. That's his name. Anthony. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's not Joshua Jones.
It's Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
So why they put? You know what? Oh my God, what's wrong with these people? I don't know why they did this here. Wait, anyway.
Anthony Joshua. The one who just completely obliterated Jake Paul's jaw.
So I know. So the caption starts off Joshua Jones car accident. Okay, so I'm reading this. The car accident involving Anthony Joshua and his entourage in Nigeria was a tragic event that left a significant impact on the boxer's life and the lives of those close to him. The crash occurred on the Lagos Abanda Expressway, and while Joshua sustained minor injuries, the loss of two close friends and team members, Sina Gami and Latifa Ayodele, was devastating. The accident was caused by a tire blowout, and Joshua was in a stable condition in the hospital following the incident. The incident has raised awareness about road safety and the dangers of speeding and wrongfully overtaking on a Nigerian highway. So apparently they did determine that speed was involved, and of course the tire blew out. There were a total of 5 people in the car, as I was made aware of.
Yeah, this was really sad.
Yeah, so 2 of his, one was like a trainer and one was like a teammate on their, I guess their boxing business or associate or something of that nature. So the other person was an actual either boxer or a sparring partner or something of that nature. But our condolences go out to them and their family, and we wish Anthony Joshua a speedy recovery.
Yes.
Apparently, like you say, he had minor injuries, but the mental that's going to really affect him, of course.
Right.
You know, and then of course they've already talked about delaying his next fight in response to this happening.
Which makes sense. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Okay. Put this up where I can see it, I guess, a little bit better. All right, next we have okay, now that will conclude sports and sports adjacent stories.
Okay.
And now we will go into tech and gaming news. All right. So we got here, start off with Google, Gmail is allowing you to now, you're able to change read the caption. Google is finally letting users change their Gmail address. Let's see what we got.
Okay, what am I missing? Because why are you only just now being able to do that? Why couldn't you? I thought you could always do that.
Well, let me read and find out. It says Google is finally rolling out a feature that lets users change their primary Gmail username without having to create an entirely new Google account.
I see.
This is a great for those who use a silly or embarrassing address they now regret, or for people whose names or circumstances have changed. So, for instance, if you're married and you got an email in your married name, or in your married or maiden name, and you wanted to change either because of divorce or, like you say, getting married, that would be one option. Or if you would,
if you had a
hot
name.
mom, sexy beast, or something of that nature, now you can, instead of saying into your business association, oh yeah, email me at sexybeast44. Now you can change it to a professional name, or at least a tame name.
Yeah.
Or you may be able to want to change it from your regular name to Sexy Beast.
True. Or that.
Or that. So, good on Google on that note. All right, let's see what we have next here. Netflix Christmas Day NFL game. It set all kind of records. For most people from what I heard, people were like, what the hell? Why are y'all taking over Christmas games on Christmas Day and all this blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But the game peaked with 30 million viewers and attracted an average audience of 27.5 million viewers. Okay. Just to give that into some context, the Super Bowl only pulled in 17 million. And that was the highest viewed Super Bowl with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, it was.
In NFL history. Now you're looking at Netflix is in a lot more countries and homes and whatnot. So you're looking at, they showing a game on Netflix on Christmas Day. Trust me, at 27.5 and they peaked at 30. Oh, the NFL is looking.
Oh,
and I wouldn't be surprised if you see that Super Bowl be on Netflix in a couple of years.
Yeah.
So just to peep it out there. All right. Next we got Disney. I'm gonna roll those two Disney stories together. I think. No, yeah. I don't know. Anyway, Disney is shutting down Hulu. The Hulu app, should I say?
Okay.
That's gonna happen. They're gonna shut down Hulu. So basically, the only thing you're gonna have is Disney Plus. So they're saying that the packages for prices still ranges from $12.99 to $19.99 a month, and you'll just have Hulu. So basically, with ads, it's $12.99. Without ads, it's gonna be $19.99.
Oh,
and if you were able to catch that Christmas special, you're paying a lot less. And we did navigate and do the Christmas special.
Okay.
So, all right. Next on the docket, we got here Warner Brothers. All right, we got a couple of Warner Brothers stories, I believe, here, but we'll go with this one here. Warner Brothers. So with this Warner Brothers Discovery and this Paramount situation, basically, here's how it's playing out. The race to buy entertainment giant Warner Brothers Discovery has already become a drama on par with anything the studio has yet released. And new signs have emerged to suggest it may not have reached its zenith yet. New reports have Paramount Skydance considering a lawsuit, a point that Warner investors are not pleased about. In fact, Warner shares were down fractionally in the closing minutes of Monday trading. Paramount, we know, recently took its case directly to the shareholders, offering $30 per share outright for the outstanding Warner shares from anyone who wanted to sell. But now there are signs that Paramount may pull the rug out from under the proposal and instead sue Warner Brothers over how the board handled negotiations. So basically, what that's going to do is it could possibly delay the sale, and that's crazy because now if it falls through, Netflix is on the hook for $6 billion.
Oh wow!
So this is yeah. So Paramount's just not going away peacefully. It's crazy. I think that Warner Brothers should countersue them. Just get ahead of it, sue them, and then that way they can't interfere with the sale.
Okay.
That's just my personal opinion. All right. Next we got. All right, we got some. This is regarding the gaming news, and so next console delayed due to memory. Okay, the next generation of gaming consoles, including the PlayStation 6 and the next Xbox, what they call the next Xbox or Xbox Next, may face significant delays due to a severe RAM shortage driven by AI demand. This shortage is causing a ripple effect across the tech industry with increased memory prices and limited availability. Console manufacturers are reportedly debating whether to delay their next-gen platform amid this shortage, hoping for a stabilization in RAM prices and improved availability before committing to a release.
Oh, man.
The situation is further complicated by companies like Micron exiting the consumer RAM marketing, potential exacerbating the supply crunch. So not only is the RAM is shortage crisis, now you got people that are making the RAM, they're exiting the business too. So that's just crazy. But I think somebody's going to step up because there's money to be made.
Yeah.
You're looking at NVIDIA, Asus, Sony, what's another company? Samsung. So there's companies out there that are making RAM, so that they're standing to profit off of if they decide they want to take up the challenge and supply the RAM. So basically, it's crazy. Then another thing that people don't know, we don't have we don't know what PlayStation or Microsoft has, as far as amount of RAM storage, or how many, if they have memory already purchased. So we don't know about all that either. But it can definitely delay, but which they're talking about the consoles going about 10 years anyway. So, or PlayStation came out straight up and said that the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro is going to have a 10-year life cycle. And we know the the PS5 Pro just came out.
Right.
So they're saying it's going to have at least 10-year life cycle before they come out with a possible 6 Pro or PS6 Pro.
Okay.
But the PS5 is just 5 years old. So they're saying that in the next 5 years you may get a new console, so it should not be much of a rush. And like I said, they'll take the time to see if the prices level out, or someone steps in the market and decides that they want to take up the mantle of providing these RAMs or memory cards or memory whatever. Okay.
All right.
With that being said, AI slop.
What?
That's what they call it, AI slop.
Okay.
The logos of Google Gemini, ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, Claude by Anthropic, Perplexity, and Bing apps are displayed on the screen of the smartphone in Reno, United States on November 21st. A new research study by Capwing is now raising serious questions about originality, ethics, and who truly benefits in the digital creator economy. AI is content creations was once seen as a tool to support creativity. But now, with the growing wave of low quality AI generated videos, commonly referred to as AI slop, it has become a concerned topic of discussion. According to recent studies by video editing companies Capwing, more than 20% of the videos shown to new YouTube users are AI slop.
Okay.
The study and reports focus on these new trendy videos and channels where many users are exposed to AI videos and shorts on YouTube. The study examines which countries and YouTube channels are getting the most views, how popular these videos are, and how much money they might be earning. Yeah, it's crazy. They're saying that together they have 63 billion views, 221 million subscribers, and an estimated 117 million in yearly revenue.
Oh wow.
So yeah, this is they said it's about 278 channels were found to be AI slops.
Okay.
So it's and of course we in the last week show we YouTube is cracking down on the AI videos, and they eliminated 2 AI users for just making trailers out of AI that's not real. So this should be very interesting. We'll keep you posted as the AI continues to dominate the topics. Speaking of, Meta buys AI startup Manus. I think that's the name of the company. Yes, Meta platform has agreed to acquire AI startup Manus. It's MANUS.
Okay.
A Singapore-based company with Chinese founders that conducted deep research and performed other tasks for paying users. Meta is closing the deal at more than $2 billion. According to people familiar with the acquisition, Manus was seeking a fresh round of fundraising with a valuation of $2 billion when Meta approached the startup, some of the people said. So this should be very interesting to see what Meta does with this new AI company. We know they're going to be improving. AI ecosystem is going to come to all their apps and whatnot. Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. So you can see a lot of AI products and whatnot, especially when they got the Meta glasses and the VR headsets and stuff like that. So Meta Quest. So we're gonna see how that works out. But like I say, we're seeing AI is basically artificial intelligence is going to be in everything.
Yeah.
All right. And continuing on, the Netflix Paramount saga caps a 2025 turning point. The S&P says cable TV is in the decline stages with a long, slow bleed out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I won't read no more on that. That pretty much says it all.
It does.
We know cable. There's some cable companies out there that still, producing and promoting their cable TV services.
Cable is still a thing?
Yeah, cable still.
Oh man,
but
who's doing that?
But the thing about it is, the cable networks or whatever have apps now too. So that's one of the ways they're, you got your Xfinity has an app where you can put that app on your phone and stream your cable channels, And so a lot of them are going over to the stream, but they're still not competing with the Disneys and all these. But like I say, you got because even if you got YouTube TV or Disney TV or Hulu TV, whatever they're going to call it in the future, ESPN, all that, you're looking at, you do still get the centralized with the cable companies, but you're still paying either more or equal to having these streaming services. So cable's still losing overall, but they're trying to compete. Kind of like who's that? Who did we lose? What was the video store called?
Are you thinking of Blockbuster?
Yeah, Blockbuster. Blockbuster versus Netflix. Well, we see who won that.
Yeah.
Not to mention, Blockbuster had the opportunity to buy Netflix. Fun fact. All right. Let's see what we got next on the docket here. Okay, well, that concludes tech and gaming news. Although we didn't have much gaming. One thing I would have mentioned before we move on to celebrity entertainment news. There's a lot of new games coming out next year. My goal is to play more games next year. And I'll report on those games in our tech and gaming news. So that's my goal, to report on more games next year. All right. Moving along to celebrity entertainment news. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see what these fun celebrities are up to. Well, I guess I kind of started that off wrong.
You know what?
I'm sorry. I was trying to be upbeat and enthusiastic, but we lost another one. Richard Smallwood.
Gospel legend.
Died at the age of 77. Kidney failure. Our condolences go out to his family. He has had, like you said, he has a very impactful on our music. We've listened to his music over the years, and he has, I'll just read this part here. Richard was so dedicated to music, and that was the thing that kept him alive all these years. He said, making music that made people feel something is what made him want to keep breathing and keep moving and keep living. Smallwood's songs were performed and recorded over the years by artists such as Whitney Houston, Stevie Wonder, Destiny Child, Boyz II Men. Houston brought his music to film by performing I Love the Lord in the 1996 movie, The Preacher's Wife. Mm-hmm. According to Smallwood's biography at the Gospel Music Hall of Fame, Smallwood opened up my whole world of gospel music, singer and songwriter Shaka Khan wrote on Facebook after his death. His music didn't just inspire me, it transformed me, she said. He is my favorite pianist, and his brilliance, spirit, and devotion to the music have shaped generations, including my own journey. And you can't get no better than that. So again, our thoughts and prayers goes out to the Smallwood family, and may he rest in power.
I was actually streaming him earlier. He's definitely done a few of my favorites, a couple that I didn't even realize was him. When I talked to Mom the other day, she's like, oh yeah, you know who he is. I played his albums when you were growing up. So, and when I, when somebody mentioned a few of the songs, I was like, oh, I definitely know his music. So yeah, he will definitely be missed.
Yes. Okay, moving on. Next on the docket, Tyrese Gibson Tyrese Gibson has confirmed that his divorce from Samantha Gibson is finally over, and apparently he had to pay nearly $2 million in legal fees, and it came as a widespread public fallout tied to the courts and disputes. So the actor and singer wrote that he endured almost $50 million worth of public scrutiny, PR damage, and reputational attack linked to the divorce and child support issues that unfolded openly over several years.
No, that was linked to him coming online crying like I don't.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, he opened himself up to that. We would have never even known. He put us in the group chat.
Tyler Perry, lost accusers defends friendly text. Okay, so first of all, let me drop a y'all on game. Tyler Perry is being accused of.
Madea is the next Diddy.
Hey, better watch out. What the 50 Cent say you next?
Exactly.
Woo. So anyway, basically, so I guess while they're going through the court proceedings, your boy who's filed the sexual allegations against
Which one? Because there's a couple.
well, his name is Mario Rodriguez.
Okay, this is the second one.
This is the second one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because we know the first one, the one, the actor.
Yeah, Derek Dixon.
So this dude say he had friendly text messages with Tyler Perry after he filed the charges.
Oh, that sounds sus.
So anyway, that's what's going on with him.
Yeah, this whole case sounds sus. This sounds very different from the Derek Dixon case.
And,
Like, from the moment I first heard about it, it just, I don't know.
yeah,
I'm not saying Tyler is innocent, but this one sounds sus.
Yeah, he says Rodriguez added that the message. Well, let me write up it. He says he continues when someone has influence over your career, your income, your future, and you don't feel free. Survivors often stay cordial. They often ask for help when they feel desperate.
Okay, we can stop right there. You had no career. Tyler put you in Boo, the Halloween movie. That movie was not great, first of all. And if that's your only claim to fame, you have no claim to fame. Nobody has power over your career. You have no career.
Well,
so yeah, this whole thing with him was sus. At least with Derek, and quite frankly, I know we're supposed to side with the victims, but this guy sounds like he's literally copying Derek Dixon's case. Like, some of the allegations sound the very same. Just the whole thing. Yeah, but like I say, with Derek's case, it was actually a case of like, hey, if you don't do XYZ, I'm gonna kill off your character. Like, he had a long-standing role on a hit show. That's a little bit different.
yeah, well, I won't read the rest of this, but like I say, it's very. If I've read this next paragraph, you would see that this is very damaging. You basically said a mouthful, and the matter of fact, the young person or man or whatever he is, he was actually being 100% supported by Tyler. So
that's what I say. I'm not saying Tyler is innocent. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay, we're gonna move on because it's messy. We'll just keep wait. We're gonna keep an eye on this one. We'll look out for the documentary.
Yeah, because they coming from Madea.
They coming from Madea.
Madea about to go to jail for real. Cora can't get her out.
Well, just let's put. Well, no. Is he filing a civil suit or is he going after criminal? Well,
oh, it's probably civil.
It's probably civil because they just all want money.
Based on his allegations, there wasn't really anything. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. All right. We're going to move on to some happy news here. And I hope this is happy. We have a new billionaire in our midst. Yes, Grammy-winning artist is now a billionaire. Become the 5th musician to achieve wealth milestone, Forbes said on Monday. And that person is Beyonce.
Yeah, and some people assumed that she was already a billionaire, but she wasn't. It was Jay-Z that was already a billionaire. She had many, many, many millions, but now she has crossed that threshold.
Yes. Beyonce's billionaire status comes on the heels of her Cowboy Carter tour, which grossed more than 400 million in ticket sales, according to Polestar. It also came right after her massive, successful Renaissance World Tour. So she's had back-to-back tours. So she's been stacking her paper.
Exactly.
Which she later turned into a film that premiered in the movie theaters across the United States in 2023. Beyond her music achievement, which includes a record for most Grammy wins and nominations, Beyonce had other business ventures that contribute to her massive fortune, Forbes noted. All right, so we won't go into that. You know, like I say, she's been stacking her papers.
Oh yes.
Oh, but we do have another honorable mention is Rihanna is the first African American woman to have a status of or net worth of $3 billion.
Yes, Miss Fenty.
So, in addition to now, so here's the thing. Beyonce was one of 5 people that is in that club of $1 billion.
Well, they were saying one of 5 who did it based on music.
Right, based on music. So
so that's different. Rihanna built a couple of businesses.
Well, they're giving her the music because she basically started out in music. She
started out in music, but she stopped doing that years ago. She's
Well, they said Beyonce's husband Jay-Z was the first musical artist to become a billionaire on Forbes list in 2019. The elite club also includes Rihanna, Bruce Springsteen, and Taylor Swift. So, and now it includes Beyonce. So they're basically saying, because you got to figure her music is still selling. Rihanna, of course,
Yeah, but she's not giving us another album. She say y'all gonna get this lip gloss and these panties and be happy.
I think she gonna sing again.
Sure. Whenever the next soundtrack needs her, but she is not giving us another album. Y'all gonna be happy with Anti and keep it moving.
Okay. Let me add something here. We just got another update here on the movie, but we'll go ahead on. We're gonna move on to. Let's see here what we got here. Okay. Do you have anything else? Oh, I do have a entertainment news story.
Okay.
In case y'all hadn't heard. They're in California. Let me get the name correctly. Let's get the address correctly. Let's see. Where are you? I want to say it's Albadine, California.
Okay.
Black Bear has taken up residency under this man's house.
Okay, yeah, we did it. We did this a few weeks ago.
Right, we did this, but apparently
there's a follow-up.
There's a follow-up. They still trying to get the bear out, right? And the guy is threatening to sue.
He's like, no, I'm here now. This is my house.
Yeah, so the guy is threatening to sue the state of California for failing to get the bear out. But apparently, and correct me if I'm wrong, has the bear moved in a partner?
He has a friend now. Yep. He said, I'm not hibernating alone. I got a buddy. And this poor guy that owns the house, like he called animal control or game warden or whatever.
Yeah.
They literally told this man to make noise. Like what? So he's walking around his house stomping and running the vacuum, and the bears are like, nope, I live here now.
He said, we don't die, we multiply.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I wonder. I don't know if they identify how big is this crawl space.
Well, no, it's not that it's a big crawl space. It's that bears are able somehow they're able to get into small. I forgot how they explained it.
Probably like the cats. Remember with the guy? We listened to the cats, where the cats can manipulate their bones and whatever, and
but yeah, somehow,
get in.
Because it's not a small bear, but yeah, he was able to get under there, and he's not coming out. And they say you get close, you can hear him growling and that would freak me. And they had the nerve to tell this man to make noise. No, you come get him.
Well,
now he's got a friend? No.
Yeah. All right, we got to move on. Do you have anything else, any other stories?
No.
All right, now we're going to move on to food releases. So
yeah, we don't really have any fast food this week, but there's a few snackies.
Yeah, Lay's flavored swap offers a unique twist on classic potato chip flavors by combining flavors, taste profiles from different snacks varieties and new fun options. So the latest thing they're doing is they're taking the Cheetos and they're crossing, because for years Cheetos has either been cheesy or spicy.
Right.
So now they're going to be introducing sour cream, barbecue, sweet southern heat on a Cheeto.
Yeah, they're doing different things, not just Cheetos. They're doing different ones with Ruffles and Doritos. Like, I think they're going to be doing
and Lay's too. So they're going to be,
they're all under the Lay's company.
Right. So they're going to be swapping out the flavors. So you, like, Funyuns might be on your Ruffles, or Funyuns might be on your regular Lay's potato chips. The flavors, they're going to be.
They already have a Funyuns wavy Lay's.
Right, that's part of the swapping situation too. So they're doing it across the board.
Right.
So you might get your sour cream on the Cheetos, on a Dorito, or something of that nature.
I don't know how I feel about this one.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to try some of them out, especially the baked ones. All right, let's see what else we got here. I think soda, best soda of 2025 as far as that I'm aware was the Chucky Punch from Fanta, which is owned by Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, now we I'm gonna ask you the question first. Do you, because we've had a thing where we went shopping and we always would get the new sodas.
Right.
It was 20 ounce, 2 liters or whatever. So do you have a year-end favorite?
The Chucky Punch was good, but I wouldn't say that's my fave. I hate that I didn't get to try that A&W float.
Oh yeah, because they said that was one of the ones, the one top. That was like the third top of this year. But we did pretty much all the Cokes.
Did try. I'm gonna probably say, the creamy vanilla Coke. I don't know
the last one. So yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's a favorite too. That was a favorite.
Because Coke Spice wasn't this year. Coke Spice is still my favorite, but I don't think that was this year. They need to bring that back though.
Yeah, and then they also had the orange cream soda, the Sprites.
You liked Sprite tea.
Sprite
that one
tea,
was just meh.
And it's coming back. It's coming back, and I'm gonna be on that. I'm gonna be on and popping that Sprite tea.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, buddy. I saw it one day, a 12-pack, and I should have got it. But yeah, it's coming back. They said they're gonna bring that flavor back. Another one, Mountain Dew had one that I liked, the berry lime or something like that.
Oh yeah, they did have a good one.
So,
the blue one? Was it?
No, well, I like the blue one too.
Yeah.
And the grape one, the new grape one.
Nah.
She didn't. But yeah, but I think and Coke was number one for this year, of course.
Yeah.
Pepsi came in second, and then of course A&W came in.
I thought
third.
Dr. Pepper was third.
Well, I'm sorry, well, that's all. A&W, Dr. Pepper, 7-Up, all that's together.
Okay.
Yeah. But Dr. Pepper is also distributed by Coke and Pepsi. It all depends on the business or whatever.
We're not talking about distributors.
Okay. All right. There you go. Next we got on the docket is that concludes food. That concludes food. We had the movies review. I think we're gonna push that to next week as far as the movie review. We had unwind time. You want to tell the people how you unwind? I think you your cakes and stuff. You want to mention that?
Yeah, I've been getting back into some baking lately, especially for the holidays. But so plan to get into a bit more into 2026. People have been making a few requests, but other than that, I've been into my stand-up. So yeah.
All right. What I've been, of course, we'll get into because of non-spoiler. Seen Avatar.
Yeah, without me.
Fire and Ash.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to go multiple times, but things just kept coming up. So I did have some time to where I've actually seen the movie twice.
Yeah. Without me.
Well, baby, we still can do it together. Mm-hmm. Stranger Things. As a matter of fact, going to get into that after we pop some bubbly in here in about less than 20 minutes. Going to finish out Stranger Things, and then we get ready to start planning and stuff for the new year. Do you have anything else, sweetie?
No.
All right. Well, thank you for unwinding with us for the 2025 season. We look forward to you unwinding with us more in 2026. I'm Marcus.
And I'm Nikki.
Until next time, keep unwinding.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.